Okay, everybody. What I'm about to say is a very, very, very touchy subject, but because I've had my own personal experience with a PEDO, you can't say certain words on YouTube because YouTube likes to protect certain people, certain demographics. Unfortunately, it's not the really good people, so you can't say specific words, which is I think is really stupid. But I'm gonna come out and say this because as a father of four, and because, like I said, I have a personal experience with one myself. I used to work at Winco Foods, and I actually called this guy, this animal, this disgusting excuse of a human being, a friend. This was a bulk food manager that actually got me into the bulk food department, and I was gonna take his spot in the bulk food department as a manager. He was already training me for it and everything because he was. I was, and this is what's crazy because I was wondering why are you leaving? Why are you leaving the store? Why are you leaving the state? Why are you? It's he was what he was doing is he was gonna move to Colorado, and he was moving on the quickness. Even his wife left him on the quick. Everyone's like, Why'd she leave you so fast? Why is she acting so shady? Why is she on drugs all of a sudden? What's going on with you two? Well, we thought it was like relationship problems or whatever. Come to find out, on my day off, thank God, because I probably would have went to jail for beating the living life out of this guy because this guy who used to like, oh hey, look at your daughters, oh they're so beautiful, you guys such beautiful. Like I'm like, okay, I get compliments like that all the time because my daughters had curly hair. Well, one of my daughters doesn't have curly hair anymore; it's all straight. But they both used to have curly hair when they were little babies and stuff, like just naturally long curly hair, the most beautiful smiles, and cute little babies. Well, this MFer, I didn't know what his intentions were when he looked at my kids. So I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting very angry because I'm a protector. I'm a lover, fighter. I'm a protector and a defender, and that's against all evil, foreign and domestic. And my day off, which God gave me that day off, because if I would have, when the sheriffs came, FBI, everybody came to Winco looking for him, and they got him, and it was a scene, it was a mess, and everyone at the store already caught on to what was going on. I was like the last to know because everyone's like, "Oh, we didn't want to tell you because he was your friend." It's like, that is besides the point. Because if you all were my friends, you all would have told me and warned me when all of you found out. Because I was literally the last to know about all this shit. And sorry, I apologize, but I mean, disgusting. His name is Chris something, I forgot. But you look him up, Winco Foods, Chris something, PDO, blah blah, and he'll pop up. It's a white bald guy, skinny white bald guy. He did some very messed up things to little girls at a movie. There's a reason why I cannot watch Horton's um, Dr. Seuss's The Horton movie, where the Who's or whatever. I forgot what it's called, but because when this is why I would not do good in prison, and because I would just be the right hand of God. Everybody, you take a child's innocence, and I can't go too far because YouTube's very sensitive. YouTube's pussified. Can't go too far, but like when he's like, oh yeah, because he used to work for the YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, all this. He was around children a lot, and when he told me that, oh, I went to go watch um, the Horton, Dr. Seuss's Horton movie in theaters with the kids, and the kids loved it, and all this and that. Come to find out, he did very bad things to four little girls in that movie. So I cannot. I just knowing not when he's explaining, oh, we had such a good time at the movies and blah blah blah, because I guess the Boys and Girls Club would take people out to the movies and stuff, for like little trips. And then him saying that, and then come to find out what really happened over there, angered me so much, and to this day, angers my soul, because I not only call this disgusting animal disgrace of a human being a friend, but I would listen and oh yeah yeah, oh that's cool man, you're such a good guy, we doing all this for the kids. And what really upsets me is my spidey sense would go off like, oh, something's up with you, you're either on meth or coke or something, threw me off on him, and I just hate myself because I just didn't catch on, because you would never have known. You would have never known. Even when he got arrested, he has no record of anything. No, I mean, the dude was like 36 years old or something, but he had no criminal record at all. And that's only four girls that was in that specific movie theater. That's not the ones at the YMCA and whoever else. Oh, God damn. Really, really bugs me. Really upsets me. Really angers me. It just now. I know I just spent 5 minutes on that one subject. It just I wish I can get my double XL hand and just smash it through his face and everyone else's face that even thinks about harming a child and taking their innocence. Oh, trust me. I wish I can do a lot more, but I have to keep it PG on YouTube. Now come to find out CNN, which I'm not surprised, but CNN's got some really, really disturbing people working for them. And then come to find out the CIA, now the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. What? Who else? The FBI, which I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not trying to get political, but Donald Trump, for 4 years, warned us. He warned us. There was a reason why Donald Trump was very hard on child trafficking. You want to know why a lot of people heard booms and all kinds of weird noises in the skies and stuff like that during those 4 years of the Trump administration? Those were the tunnels blowing up. The trafficking tunnels. A lot of you don't even know that. And YouTube, you can't get you if you flag me down for this too, then you're not fact checking, because that was even on the news. The whole, even in New York with what happened in I believe it was Central Park, it was a rescue operation. A lot of rescue operations, and a lot of them were on local news, international news, all over, worldwide news. A lot of these children that got rescued by these secret operations, it was televised. You notice they don't talk about any of these operations anymore. Why? Because look who our active president is. This is where I'm getting to, everybody, because shit always starts at the top. Look who our acting president is. What did he get accused of that the mainstream media wiped under the rug? How many dozens upon dozens of pictures do we see of him grooming children, making women uncomfortable, so on and so forth? Talking about little kids rubbing his legs out of a pool. I'm sorry, was that the Epstein pool? I mean, does it really take your average person to put two and two together? I know America is very dumbed down right now and distracted. People, wake up. Wake up. California alone, I live by almost 250 known PEDOs. That's just in my city. In my city. Neighborhood, because they're marked different colors of the severity of like what they are. And I live around almost 50 just in my own neighborhood. My mom pays for the app finder. Oh, and get this. When I was a manager at 7-Eleven, I worked with a guy called Andrew. Excuse me, I forgot his last name. I worked with a guy named Andrew. Same thing. He sexually assaulted a 16-year-old girl. Well, he wasn't supposed to be where the 7-Eleven I was working at was right next to a high school, and them other effer was not supposed to be working. And anyways, as soon as I found that out, customer, very brave, awesome customer, came up and showed me, hey, look, this guy is a blah, 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 and it was him. Address and everything, because I dropped him off at his house and everything. It was him. Fired him the next day. I brought him in, let him go. Fired him. Donald Trumped his ass. You're fired. I want to do a lot more too. Just what I'm trying to say is keep your children close. Always monitor your children, especially if they're old enough to be online. Know who they're talking to. Know who they're interacting with. Be in their lives, even if that irritates and bugs them and annoys them. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, their safety is the most important. And a lot of families, a lot of parents drop the ball on that. They're dropping the ball on protecting their children, because it's, especially with this Roblox and all these children interactive games that have adults on there pretending to be children. There's a reason I don't have my kids on here no more, because The stuff that they're, even though it's like, like little, it's like, no, you're an adult saying stupid. No, I blocked all that stuff. It's so hard to say. It's so hard to really say what I want on here. It's hard. It's really hard to be a parent nowadays, and it's really hard to protect our children from the darkness and the evil that just lays upon the world. And there's so much of it nowadays. There's so much of it, and there's less and less and less people like me. There's a lot of people like me actually in the prison systems that are willing to sweep off the evil from this earth. But then again, we're people like us are labeled. We're labeled as the bad guys. Us defenders and protectors are labeled as the bad guys. There's a reason why our military is getting soft, our police is getting soft. There's a reason why men in general are being pussified. You know, it's so acceptable for men to wear tight jeans with ripped holes in them and makeup and yeah. GTFO. That's what I say. GTFO. Can't say it on YouTube because they get all upset. But especially with California, Colorado, and a lot of these states that are trying to take away these words because it's offensive to these monsters. Look at who society is protecting nowadays. I have no problems if you're gay, if you're trans, or whatever. Actually, trans, that's kind of crossing the line for me, because if you're a man that's dressed like a woman and you're going into a woman's restroom, that's wrong in my opinion. If you're a woman dressed as a man going into a men's restroom, that's dangerous for you, in my opinion. Just like it's dangerous if you're a man dressing up like a woman going into a woman's restroom, that's dangerous for the women in there. Just think of it like sports. A man dressed up as a woman is dominating all women's sports right now. They're going to dominate you physically if anything bad was to happen. I know a lot of them don't have those intentions, but a lot of them do. Sorry to say that. I'm sorry. But it's just true. And now they're trying to brainwash our kids with this drag queen reading BS, trying to teach our boys to be princesses, and trying to teach our girls to be princes. No, I'm sorry, but that's where I'm putting my foot down. I'm putting my foot down because God in the Bible, we're born as men and we're born as women. That's it. And there are some cases that there's both, boy, girls. I mean, if they were born like that, they were born like that. Doesn't mean you go and genetically alter yourself. If you can't accept how you feel inside, don't push it and force us to accept you if you can't even accept yourself. YouTube, this is not hate speech. This is called freedom of speech, because I love and respect everyone regardless. If you're a good person that has good intentions towards other people, not if you're like who's getting caught. At CNN, CIA, EDP 445 that was trying to meet up with that 13-year-old girl. If this video gets taken down by YouTube, then we know who YouTube's protecting. Because in this 13 minutes, I've never said no hate speech. I'm just stating true facts. It's all facts. The evidence is there. Just look it up for yourself. It's really sad, really disturbing. We need the majority to wake up. Because right now, I'm part of the silent majority. We need the actual majority of people to wake up and start standing up for what's right. I mean, there's a reason why PEDOs are hidden from the general population in prison. They're protected in prison just like they're protected outside of prison. That has to change, and that has to stop. It does. Why is it acceptable in certain states that people can do this to children? It's disgusting. It angers me. It enrages me. You never hurt children, and you never hurt women. Peace, love, respect, and honor. God bless and protect you all. Thank you all for your amazing support. I apologize, but I had to make this video because I feel like not enough people are speaking out about this. I don't know if they're just too afraid or if they just don't know. But it's real. This is a crisis, everybody. It is. Because look at the movie industry, music industry, our own government. This has to stop. Especially because, remember how it was the war on drugs? Well, Donald Trump started and declared the war on saving our children. And I'm going to keep on going with that. So hashtag save our children, hashtag protect our children. Peace, love, respect, and honor. God bless and protect you all. Please, everybody, always know and interact with your children, so that way, if you're aware and you're part of their lives, that's a start. That's a start, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. If you don't celebrate Happy Holidays, or if you don't celebrate holidays in general, well, God bless and protect you. Like I said, I'm going to repeat myself. This is not hate speech, because I don't hate anybody. Actually, let me rephrase that, because I probably will get in trouble for this. I'm gonna say I hate evil. I love and respect you if you're a good person, but I hate evil. God bless.